I'd like to talk to you today about Mast Cell Activation Syndrome. I'd like to talk about some of the supplements I've found to be really useful in my practice with my clients who suffer from this condition. One of the best supplements for MCAS is quercetin. Quercetin is a powerful antihistamine and it helps stabilize the mast cells. It also detoxes the brain of heavy metals and generally helps with heavy metal detox because that can be a reason for mast cell activation syndrome. It also is a really potent antioxidant, so it can really help the brain and the nervous system deal with nerve inflammation. And in that way, it's also very helpful because a lot of mast cell activation syndrome is a result of limbic system dysregulation and nervous system dysregulation. Another important supplement that's can really help with mast cell activation syndrome is thiamine. Thiamine really helps the functioning of the vagus nerve, and it really helps the communication between the brain and the immune system response. So thiamine is also a very important supplement to have with mast cell activation syndrome. It's generally very important to take a good vitamin B complex because a number of the vitamin B, like B5, a lot of them have a lot to do with how our mast cells respond and how histamine is produced in the body. It's important to use magnesium. Magnesium is also a mast cell stabilizer, and it helps the brain and the nervous system balance out. It can help with the limbic system. It can help with nerve inflammation. It generally is soothing to the nervous system. And when you soothe the nervous system, it ends up soothing the immune system too and modulating the immune system response. Another thing that can help a lot is the supplement serrapeptase. Serrapeptase is a proteolytic enzyme, and it breaks down proteins in the body. And sometimes with MCAS, there are protein complexes, antigen antibody complexes floating around in our bodies that are causing inflammatory responses that need to be broken down. The serrapeptase helps a great deal with that, and it can help in that way to calm down the mast cell inflammation. Another aspect of mast cell activation syndrome is a leaky gut. A lot of people with mast cell activation syndrome have a leaky gut. That means the junctions in their small intestine aren't tight enough, and so different toxins and different particles that should stay out of the body get sucked into the body, and that causes an inflammatory response in our mast cell and causes mast cell degranulation. So taking things that help a leaky gut can also help. It could take a while to help a leaky gut. Quercetin actually does help leaky gut. And There are probiotics that help leaky gut syndrome, but if you have mast cell activation syndrome, you have to be really careful with with probiotics because some of the probiotics actually are high in histamine, and they can stimulate mast cell degranulation. So it's very important to try probiotic one at a time, like one strain at a time, and see how you tolerate it before adding more, or just sticking to a few that you tolerate well. Generally, with all these supplements, it's important to avoid fillers and excipients and things that might trigger the mast cell activation um, before you stabilize and get better. Um, Another thing that can help if you are not vegetarian, I would suggest bone broth or collagen. Those two things can help heal your gut over time. So those are my suggestions and recommendations for mast cell activation syndrome off the top of my head today. I will be making a lot more videos on a lot of different health topics and on a lot of different herbs and supplements over time. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.